Hey guys, welcome back to GreyWolf TV. We are back with the X-Files. We're moving straight on to episode 7. I'm liking the feel of this season so far. We've tackled quite a few different subjects. I've no idea where it's going to go with the expanded storyline, especially at the end of the last season and the beginning of this season, with the main conspiracy thing about this plan and the date set and all of this stuff. I'm hoping we get more of that further down the line. You never know when you're going to get one of those episodes. Could be this one. Let's go find out. Does this dude ever stop? Oh, wow.
Look at you, you're shaking.
One at a time, boys. Now, what's going on?
Frohike's close.
Don't use my name! I don't utter another syllable until the CSM-25 countermeasure filter is activated.
Watch this. Countermeasures filter.
No electronic surveillance known can cut through the CSM-25. Okay.
Cancer, man? What did you find?
Possibly.
Why is he setting a weapon up?
Maybe his background. Who he is. With no surviving family.
And you've been informed of that too.
Sent to various orphanages in the Midwest. Didn't make friends. Spent all his time reading.
Things really did go well in Daily Plaza. What the hell's this?
Why don't you just go see the movie?
I'd rather read the worst novel ever written than sit through the best movie ever made.
Captain, sir. General Francis requests you report to his office ASAP, sir.
Catch you later, Mulder.
Hold the phone. Stop right there. Catch you later, Mulder. So that's Mulder's father. So he is... I don't know.
In January 1961, did you aid Congo President Kasavuba in the arrest and assassination of Patrice Lumumba?
No, sir.
Your father was a convicted spy for the Soviet Union, executed in a Louisiana electric chair, was he not?
Each of us in this room understands a life eviscerated by the actions of another. Cigarette?
No, thank you, sir. I never touch them.
The objectives of others conflict with our objectives. Viva la libertad. Now, most people, common people really, can barely manage to control their own self-centered, myopic existence. Those who must identify, comprehend, and ultimately shoulder the responsibility for not only their own existence, but their country's.
You must understand, Captain, everything I'm about to say is classified, compartmentalized. So intensely that if you accept this assignment and successfully execute it, you will no longer be an officer of the United States Army, nor will any record exist of your service.
This country was brought to the brink of nuclear annihilation, a situation which never would have arisen had the individual in question, as Commander-in-Chief, provided an umbrella of air support during the invasion of Bahia de Cochinos.
Trying to remember my history here. Are they talking about what I think they're talking about here? I mean, it's long before my time, but I know enough of history that this sounds like they've just asked him to assassinate JFK and setting up Lee Harvey Oswald. Am I right with that? Am I completely off? I don't know.
Mr. Hudson. Sir.
You don't smoke
I heard
either.
about those reports, and they are no doubt correct.
Speaking of which, Lee, I've informed our fellow defender that you will hide the curtain rods on the 6th floor of the book depository behind the cartons against the back
Yes,
wall.
it's JFK. Back when security was a bit of a joke.
Starting work right on time?
Yes, sir.
Well, they've recreated this well. Like it.
Trademark. The president's car is now turning onto Elm Street. The motorcade is heading down Elm Street now, passing the Texas School Book Depository.
I'm just trying to take a moment to process what just happened. So they're going... they are going with Lee Harvey Oswald. Had nothing to do with it, just a perfect patsy, I get, but I thought they had him doing it. Because that's, of course, yeah, no, that's my fault being stupid. He had the right political views, the right motivation, everything fitted for it to be him if, as and when he gets caught. But we're led to believe in this, that he's the one who killed JFK? Well, shit.
President Kennedy is dead.
Yes, you will.
I wish to see some form of identification, sir.
He's in a police car.
I want to talk a minute.
That's why. Because he knows that that's Simon.
After Connors and Thurston ran, he knocked out the bunker with one grenade. Now that's really something, huh?
Oh, they're here. Yeah. Just down the road away from Graceland.
Men are revolting against old.
I remember him saying to Mulder, I think, once, "You've no idea the things I've done in the past."
We in the West.
Yeah, that's kind of the things you say.
But the modern world have now become the arch anti-revolutionary.
Bloodworth, London.
We initiated our own the home.
It was such such an uncertain time.
Why didn't you know this was coming, Edgar?
Last year, the House was not smiling on non-eye-to-eye surveillance.
Our behind-the-fence operations on Willie believes the King's allies...
Oh, come on. You've got to be joking.
...the Negro army to wage war on white America.
And if he convinces Negroes not to fight in Vietnam, we'll lose. That dumb letter, attempting to drive King into despair, only alerted him to the level of our surveillance. Americans believe the South is still fighting the Civil War. We find ourselves a cracker patsy, and the motives become very black and white.
But I know somehow
his past here.
Only when it is dark enough can you see the stars.
I mean, I'm presuming at this point, we're like 25 minutes into the episode. This isn't a Mulder and Scully episode at all. This is just all based on him, his past, his misdeeds, his extremely ridiculous insanity of a history that he has, and we're getting to see all this. This is just awesome.
And wherever they are assembled today, whether they are in Johannesburg, South Africa,
but obviously, right from the beginning of him doing all of this, it was always just him.
A long life, longevity.
I'm afraid you're not going to.
We'll get to the promised land. The spirit in a man. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord.
All right, gentlemen. Let's make
91.
this short and sweet so we can all go home for Christmas.
Call back.
Saddam Hussein on line 2.
Herzegovina is set for a February vote on independence from Yugoslavia.
I'm working on next month's Oscar nominations. Any preference?
I couldn't care less.
Buffalo wants it bad.
So did the Soviets in '80.
What, are you saying you rigged the Olympic hockey game?
What's the matter? Don't you believe in miracles?
Oh, for God's sake, this is ridiculous. You know all those people that are conspiracy theorists who say there's always a room full of men that decide all the big decisions, and even the ones that don't really matter, like who wins the Oscars, who wins a championship, who... Here's your room.
If that'll be all.
One thing internally, sir. That spooky kid who talked his way into opening the X-Files.
Mulder?
Feels like trouble.
He's mine to keep an eye on.
You feel your sacrifices as you should have no one because of the things you've seen and done.
Occupant? Timing couldn't be worse. The Roswell story we concocted was gathering momentum. Had them all looking in the wrong direction.
They're in the midst of ruin. The KGB is not going to ignore an event of this magnitude, nor are the Chinese, nor the Germans, nor the British.
How many historic events have only the two of us witnessed together on?
Jeez.
How often did we make or change history? The course of human history will be set by two unknown men standing in the shadows.
I'm the liar. You're the killer.
They all
Your
decided.
lies have killed more men in a day than I have in a lifetime.
It would destroy all we've gained in a few hours. Tonight,
In mass panic.
we have a new enemy.
Represents what it would do if it got out. You'd lose all control. Green blood. Still listening in, isn't he? I've forgotten where he
At
was.
that point, your work in the basement was getting attention from the top floor. That's why you were brought in.
Einstein's twin paradox.
Are you familiar with an agent named Fox Mulder?
Beginning of X-Files with her.
How so?
By reputation.
Are you familiar with the so-called X-Files?
Sorry, nobody down here but the FBI's most unwanted.
And he still listens in, so he listens in whenever he wants.
His life has been anything but quiet. Yet I believe nothing but desperate. He's the most dangerous man alive. The only person that can never escape him is himself.
November 12th. Damn, he was really excited. I have one question here, because it is obviously nearly close to the end of the episode. I don't know how long we've got. Does a man of his stature and history get to quit? You know, normal agents, whether they've been special forces or black ops or whatever, you don't get to quit. And even if you do, you're never really out. They can just take control whenever they want. Does this guy get to just walk away and just write resignation like he's, you know, quitting the post office?
This isn't the ending that I wrote.
No.
It's all wrong.
Yeah.
Look, if you're going to stand there and read it, I got to ask you to buy it. That be it?
I can warm it.
So far, this is based only on a story I read in one of my weekly subscriptions that rang a few bells.
Oh shit. Oh shit. No, what are you doing?
I can kill you whenever I please.
But not today.
But not today.
Having in his own mind that he still has the control. That was bloody brilliant. Okay, episode 7. I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say with that. A completely Mulder and Scully-less episode, if that makes sense. All him. Took me just a few minutes to work out who he was when it was shown us back in 1962. You know, we immediately have the story identified to us who Bill Mulder was. It made sense it was him, it couldn't be anyone else. But the progression of that moment, sat on that bed talking to him, to where he ends up going within a matter of days and weeks. Oh my God. I love the fact that they completely just rewrote history. But as I said in the commentary, from an X-Files perspective, have they rewritten history? Or is this what happened? And here's a whole, I've never killed anybody. Yeah, okay. Complete plausible deniability for everything. Always 5 steps ahead. Responsible in this for ridiculous amounts of crime and changing history and changing the path of the future. making those, like he mentioned with Deep Throat there, we are two men who will live in the shadows, no names. No one will ever know about us. No statues, no monuments, no books even written about us. And we are the ones who've determined how things turn out for the last 35 years. JFK, Martin Luther King, and God knows what else. Aliens, the conspiracy, the lot. I enjoyed that. That was really good. But I'm not going to feel sorry for him. No way I'm going to feel sorry for him. So, he lives the solo, depressing, dark life. We saw him writing it into his story there of what's supposed to be his imagination to a publisher as to why he feels he should have sacrifices like no longer having a family, friends, anything around him because of the things that he's been responsible for. And how he started smoking and how he quit smoking, but the quit part was for 2 hours while he went to the newsstand and was bitterly disappointed, which was to be expected. And all that play of him sat outside them with what they call the lone gunman with the weapon ready was all just part of the the dance of I can kill you anytime I want, but not today. I don't really need to add anything more really to that, other than he's given us some more context and some. I feel like we know him more now. He's not just the evil guy who is always 5 steps ahead of Mulder and every investigation they're doing, and he gets involved in whatever he wants to and doesn't get involved when he feels he couldn't care less. Like in that boardroom when they're like, oh, well, what about the Oscars? Oh, I couldn't care less. There's certain things that just aren't on his radar that have no significance in shaping what he feels should be the way things should go. And he seems to answer now, not at first, he seems to answer to no one. Not even the president. Weird. Anyway, that's going to be probably with a long way to go, okay? We're barely into season 4. We've way over 100 episodes to go. We're for seasons 4 through to 11 yet, or 12. I have a feeling that episode is probably going to end up in my top 20. I will probably do a top 20 when we get all the way to the end, so that's going to be a while away. And if you want to see that and experience it with me and this trip down memory lane with the X-Files, by all means hit the subscribe button if you haven't. I would very much appreciate it, and I will see you for episode 8 in a few days time. In case you're not where we do 2 episodes a week, and if you want to watch this in full length, of course, you can always just check the link further down in the description. I always post for you to be able to go and watch it over on Patreon, full length, uninterrupted. So till episode 8, I will see you next time. Just know.